So you want out of your marriage because it's not the life you planned. Now you believe that if you divorce that person, that the life you want, you can start. Maybe you want a divorce because you don't feel valued or loved and appreciated anymore. Possibly you want out because you feel you keep giving and they keep taking and you receive nothing in return. So you ask yourself the question, is divorce better than me being in my unhappy marriage? In my opinion, personally, my answer would be no. And in the end, I'll tell you my story. But for right now, I'm going to give you a couple things to consider as to why those scenarios are a hard no for getting divorced. See, the harsh reality, the truth of the matter is that your partner is not responsible for you becoming the person you want to be. Before your partner ever stepped into your life, you had value and purpose. You were wanted and loved, were you not? It cannot be your partner's job, and you are placing way too much on your partner, not to mention giving them too much power to have them feel as if your happiness is their responsibility. When you love and value yourself and start giving yourself everything you need, your partner will see you and they will learn from your actions and want to provide you with anything and everything that you desire, if it's within their power. And also, they will come to the table giving you nothing less than what you would give yourself. For example, if you don't stand to live in a dirty house, you don't live in filth, I guarantee you, your partner is going to see, hey, this girl is clean, this guy is clean, I better get my act together if I'm not so clean. If I'm going to keep them within my life, I better get my act together. And I know that's just a little example, but you get the picture. See, in the beginning, you're on your best behavior. you're kind and considerate, you're well kept, and your partner sees that. Before they even become your partner, they see that. They see that you're strong. They see that you're confident. They see all of those strong aspects and attributes about you. And all those things draw them to you. Then there's somewhere in the middle, when you're in the relationship, that you let loose just a little, that you ease up just enough so that you become comfortable and they become comfortable to the point where you guys don't freak each other out with your quirks. And so then there's a point where then you've made it to your marriage. You've got the ring. And then everything that you've done in the beginning begins to slip away in a bigger amount. You drop the ball. So all the things you allowed yourself to ignore by maybe not asking or placing yourself in that situation where you just started to not care a little bit about how that other person felt or portrayed you, you lose sight. And then they lose sight. And then maybe that thing that was appealing to them about you in the beginning has diminished just a little. So the things that you used to do, the things that they used to feel that you thought were important, they see now not so much. So now you're asking yourself the question, should I stay in my unhappy marriage? Is there a way to save my marriage maybe? And I'm going to say absolutely. The goal is for you every day to make your marriage work. To find ways to build and regain that happiness. Because like I said, you had value, love, and appreciation before your partner came into the place. You kept yourself up. You were on your game, your best game. Nothing stopped. Because you wanted to do everything that you could to keep them. Nothing's changed. I want you to know that the word divorce, in no way am I saying is a dirty word. But if you come here today thinking of, okay, she's going to get me through this, or she's going to talk about something that will make me feel a little bit better about going through with this divorce, this is the wrong video for you. Because I feel as if you're not in harm's way. Your partner is not abusive, physically or mentally. But for the simple fact that you're just not happy, that is no reason to get a divorce. You had happiness before. You had value before. People appreciated you before. You were loved before. But if you are someone on my channel today and you're going through a divorce, or maybe you're 2 times divorced, or none of those things, maybe you're just contemplating about whether or not you should get a divorce or not, I want you to know that divorce doesn't mean that you're a failure. Relationships end all the time. Be it work, be it friendships from school age to college, or from college to in your adulthood. Work relationships end all the time. But that does not mean because they end that they are bad or that they can't be built back again. Today I want to express to you that divorce is tragic. And it's frequently humiliating, especially in a room filled of people that are coupled up. But for those on the flip side that were maybe introduced to divorce at some point within their lives, that watch someone that they know go through divorce, it can be damaging. It can have you thinking to yourself that you're less than worthy or valued or appreciated and unloved. But I want you to know that your partner cannot, should not ever be accountable for creating happiness in your world. See, for me, year 2 of my marriage, actually, let me back up. Year 1 of my marriage, my husband told me, I cannot be your world. And I was like, damn. And I was probably really hurt at that point and pretty angry. But luckily, I learned that he was right, you know. And it gave me enough strength to remember who I was before he came into my life. I did things. I went places. I traveled the world. People knew me. People loved me. People respected me. They wanted to be around me. I wasn't just somebody's wife or husband. And neither should you be. You have to remember who you are. And know that no other person can make you who you are but yourself. So you feel like your vows are broken, that your partner is not living up to their vows. Well, your vows, the responsibility in them are not something that should be taken for granted. They're not something to place extreme overload or burden on your partner. You never want to cause burden on your partner. The both of you made vows to love each other, to honor each other. When you all came to the altar, they came to you and you came to them as a whole person. Hopefully, both of you were whole individuals. Meaning, you were in the right headspace, they were in the right headspace, and you guys agreed on your meeting ground, on what and how much each one of you would give. And if it comes down to it where one of you starts to give more to an individual than the other, maybe before you turn and start pointing a finger as you're not giving me love, you're not valuing me, you're not appreciating me, maybe you should look at yourself first and see, is there anything about yourself that you're neglecting in those areas? Because the same person that you said I do to, the same person that you said I love you and I will love you and cherish you for the rest of our days, is still right in front of you. And as long as there is no cheating, no abuse, physically or mentally, everything can be rebuilt. Happiness and joy and peace can be regained. So I'm asking you that you reevaluate your situation, that you reevaluate yourself, and that you see if there is anything within yourself that you can correct before saying, I want out. And if so, that can be done. The homework can be done. The work can be done. The love can be rekindled. So I beg of you, I plead of you, I ask of you that you work on yourself, that you communicate to your partner, and that you both try to do better before you ever think about crossing that line to divorce. I want you to look out for my next video, because in my next video, I'm going to be speaking about separation. But for now, like I said, I want you to know that you are loved, you are valued, you are appreciated way before your partner got into your life. So, if before your question was, I should just leave, or should I just leave because I'm unhappy in my marriage, and you're thinking that you can find it somewhere else if you just say, hey, I want a divorce, and then you're out before you're checked out mentally, maybe even physically, because you can't have one without the other, then I want you to go back through, do a self-evaluation, and try to correct that wrong. Because your partner loves you, because you have love for yourself, because you're strong, because you're independent, because you're wise, because they know how great you are, and your partner knows how valuable you are. I guarantee it. If they didn't feel that way, you guys wouldn't have gotten married in the first place. So remember who you are, or who you were before you got to that altar, and be that person. Find that person. Until next time, be blessed, you guys.